is SportsCenter.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's that time of year again for Fantasy Football 2014 in the finest of leagues, the landing strip. I, of course, am your commissioner, Kyle Brady. This year, once again, brought to you by the immortal words of Ron Swanson.
How much postage does it take to send a letter to Canada?
Who's it going to?
Canada. It says, Dear Canada, you.
Now, we'll start off this year with a little recap of what happened last year. We'll start off with the draft. We had a great little draft at the Old Palace. May it rest in peace. This flag is also a nice little gesture from the Palace. Jonathan, I totally had your flag all along. I just didn't want you to have it, so it's going to stay here for a while. But we started off with the classic dumbass pick of trying to take Ray Rice in the 4th round when he was taken 2 rounds earlier, maybe even in the 1st round. So that's a moment that will live in the landing strip infamy forever. Brady somehow survives and makes the playoffs besides drafting Doug Martin and Maurice Jones-Drew in rounds 1 and 2. We all remember that Colin robbed us all blind by getting Aaron Rodgers, Adrian Peterson, and A.J. Green in the same draft. And then had Eddie Lacy later, so it wasn't a bad draft at all for Colin Bland with the 1st overall pick. We'll remember the words of Hoy. When about in the 5th or 6th round, he takes Anquan Bolden. We all laugh at him, and he just goes, well, I guess you can't get them all right. David Barron, of course, after the draft, starts the season 0-4. He was the punching bag for the league. David somehow, some way decided he wanted to be back in the league this year, so we'll give him points just for being brave and coming back and trying it again, giving it the old college try. You all remember the infamous trade of, well, 2 of them actually. There was me and Jack, where I stole Josh Gordon from him for Darren Sproles and some other buttfucker, and then Josh Gordon goes on a 4-week tear and pretty much keeps me in the league. And then we get to the playoffs, Boner versus AJ. Boner has a pretty bad week, except he has Jamal Charles, who goes off for 65 points. AJ gets totally boned out of the playoffs, and AJ, to this day, swears Jamal Charles' name. And then, of course, the ever-loving Boner champ wins the league. He wins about $250 less the cable and utilities that he owed Brady for like the past 4 months. So, pretty good, great league last year, great inaugural season. Now this year we do have 2 new members, so we're expanding from 10 to 12 due to popular demand. We do have Ryan Knuckles, who most of you know. Knuckles used to be a staple of my leagues in years past, but has now re-entered the league as he's moved back to Austin, so we're welcome to have him. Second person we have is Rodney Taylor Denman, who is my new roommate. Most of you know him. But for those of you that don't, you'll see him on draft day. He's a Mizzou Tiger. He doesn't shut up about it, so we'll just go from there. Now, before we do draw the draft picks, there are a couple things. 12 teams, no divisions, will be a free-for-all. Top 6 teams make the playoffs. After that, 1 week douche-off till we decide a league champion. I have all of your names. You know how this goes on a ping-pong ball here. I am going to prove to popular demand that there is no dent in Commissioner Brady's ball. Jack, I want you to tell me if you see a dent in here. There is no dent in the ball. So, I'm going to load all of your names into the good old trash can. And may the draft order special begin for the landing strip 2014. Now with the 12th pick of the landing strip 14 draft, pick number 12 goes to the newbie, Taylor Denman. Woo! Newbie gets fucked with pick number 12. Congratulations, welcome to the league. Now, with the 11th pick in the draft this year, that pick will belong to Brady. God damn it.
Fuck you, Brady!
And everybody out there says the one time Brady has to prove that he does not have a dent in his ball, he gets towards the end of the draft. Touche to you fuckers out there. With pick number 10 in this year's draft, that will belong to Hoy. Hoy, the last 3 picks in the draft. Brady, Hoy, Rodney. pretty good solid crew at the end of the draft here. The number 9 pick. The number 9 pick in the draft will belong to Dalton. Dalton, welcome back this year. You're still towards the end of the draft. Fuck you with number 9. Pick number 8. Pick number 8 does belong to Dumbass. Dumbass takes number 8, kind of a shitty spot, but hopefully Ray Rice will be there because he is suspended for a while, so Dumbass can still get Ray Rice at a pick that he wants to get him at. Number 7. Pick number 7 belongs to Colin Bland, right in the middle again. Hopefully Colin can't get his 3-headed monster this year right smack in the middle of the draft, but we will see. Now, pick number 6. Pick number 6 does belong to David Barron. David had last pick last year. Moves up quite a bit this year. Still stuck in the middle, but he's doing a lot better than last year. David, don't do as bad as you did last year, dude. Number 6. Now, number 5 pick this year does belong to AJ. AJ's sitting pretty in his 2 drafts this year at number 3 and number 5. AJ's not doing too bad. Let's just hope he makes it to the draft on time. Now, pick number 4. Moving up, number 4 belongs to Jack Kennedy Horan. Jack, much happier with pick number 4 than his usual spot of number 11 or 10 or something along those ranges. So Jack will be happy and he'll say, see what happens whenever Brady has to show that he has no dent in his ball. I get a good spot and he gets a shitty spot. Touche. And as always, as Dalton would say, thank you for our freedom. Now, pick number 3. Pick number 3 belongs to the Boner Champ. Boner Champ wins the league last year and sits at number 3, so good for him. Boner staying alive at number 3. I'll check and make sure I did have 2 balls left here. Flipping them around. Now the number 2 pick. Number 2 pick belongs to Knuckles. Knuckles, a newbie in the league, picks up the number 2 pick this year. And I'm not sure who that leaves at number 1. I know it leaves Jonathan at number 1. God damn it. It does. It leaves Jonathan at number 1. That's karma for me stealing his flag and not giving it to him. Motherfucker. Alright, so quick recap here. We have JB at 1, Knuckles at 2, Boner Champ at 3, Jack Kennedy at 4, AJ at number 5, David at 6, Colin Bland at 7, Dumbass at 8, Dalton at 9, Hoy at 10, your Commissioner Brady at 11, and the Missouri Taylor Denman at the last pick of the draft. Now, regarding the draft, it will most likely be Saturday morning on August 30th, that weekend of Labor Day. We were going to try to do that Friday night, but we wouldn't have been able to get started until about 10 or 11 p.m. So we're going to kick it back until probably that next morning around 10. Keep that in mind. It's going to be at a place to be determined via all of us, so please show some more activity on the GroupMe. Your dues are going to be, we won't start the draft until everybody gets those in, so I guess you can feel free to wait until that morning to do it, but we won't start the draft until all those get put in via Tilt on the website, so you can just go ahead and do that. It's really easy to do. That's about it, so good luck this year, fuckers. I'm coming in at pick number 11, but I'm still gonna fuck you guys up, so good luck, and let the landing strip officially begin. Peace out.